What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. Manchester United are back in action again in the Premier League after the international break. Finally over, Premier League football is back. Matchday 30 up against Nottingham Forest away from home at the City Ground. 8 p.m. kickoff tomorrow, and manager is Nuno Espirito Santo. So Nuno Espirito Santo has managed a couple of sides in his managerial career. Most notably, he was manager of Wolverhampton Wanderers from May 2017 to May 2021, where he had a 47.74 win percentage. But he was manager of Tottenham as well for a brief period of time. He did lose to Man United 3-0 at home, and that led to his sacking, and then he was replaced by Antonio Conte the following day. So on the 20th of December 2023, Espirito Santo was appointed head coach of Premier League club Nottingham Forest, and he was following the dismissal of Steve Cooper. So in terms of Forest, earlier on in the season, Manchester United unfortunately did lose to Forest 3-2 at Old Trafford due to goals from Milinkovic, Morgan Gibbs-White and Chris Wood. And United, Højlund and Bruno Fernandes did score 2 goals for United, but unfortunately we did come away with a loss in that match. So in terms of some insights for this match, let's have a look at some insights. So following the 3-2 win at Old Trafford in December, Forest are looking to complete their first league double over Manchester United since the 1991-92 season under Brian Clough. Manchester United have lost their last 2 Premier League games against Nottingham Forest more than they had in their first 13 beforehand. Nottingham Forest won this exact fixture 2-1 last season, last winning against Manchester United at the City Ground in consecutive league campaigns in the 1988-89 season and the 1989-1990 season. So excluding 0-0 draws, the team scoring first has won 71% of Nottingham Forest's games in the Premier League this season, a joint high ratio in the division. The Tricky Tees have gone 1-0 ahead, a league high 22 times in the Premier League in the 2024-25 season, winning 15 of those occasions with 68%. However, they have gone on to lose 5 of their 6 Premier League games, having conceded first in this term. So after the 3-0 win at Leicester, Manchester United are looking to win back-to-back Premier League games for the first time this season, and back-to-back away league games for the first time since winning 3 in a row in February 2024. The Red Devils are only one of 3 sides yet to win successive Premier League games this season, successive Premier League fixtures this season, along with Ipswich Town and Southampton, who are both in the relegation zone. So that's not a really good start that United do have, that we've not won consecutive Premier League games. So in terms of some recent form for Ipswich are coming away with a win against Brighton 4-3 on penalties after 0-0 in normal time in the FA Cup quarter-finals. They did beat Ipswich Town 4-2 at home. They also beat Man City at home as well 1-0, and in the FA Cup 5th round they beat Ipswich Town 5-2 on pens after drawing 1-1 in normal time. And then against Arsenal they also drew 0-0 at the Emirates. They lost to Newcastle away from home, and they also lost to Fulham away from home as well. And then also they did beat Exeter City 4-2 on penalties after drawing 2-2 with them in normal time. So in terms of how they're going to line up, this is how I think they're going to line up. Miguel and Chris Wood are out. So Chris Wood is the notable absentee from the Forest lineup because he did pick up an injury. So he's going to be out until mid-April, I'm thinking, or that's what is reported. In terms of the lineup, Sells in net, of course. Aina, Milinkovic, Morella, Williams making up the back 4. Dominguez and Anderson making up the 2 in midfield. Then Silva, Gibbs, White and Hudson-Odoi making up the front 3 in behind Anthony Elanga. So how do they like to play? Obviously, they're going to be setting up in that 4-2-3-1 formation, which creating a stable and flexible structure to facilitate ball progression from defense to attack. So the 4 defenders provide a solid backline, with the fullbacks often pushing up to offer width. And the Nottingham Forest players, they constantly rotate during the build-up phase. The team adopts a dynamic approach, shifting between formations to create numerical advantages and exploit space. So Nuno Espirito Santos focuses always on getting the best out of his players in their positions, while they can make most of their individual skills. So wingers like Anthony Elanga and Callum Hudson-Odoi, who at their best on the wing, stay wide in possession as well. So they Nottingham Forest also like to use overlaps as a key tactic to create goal scoring opportunities. under Espirito Santo. This involves the fullback making forward runs to get around the winger, and by doing so they do create 2v1 situations with the winger against the opposition fullback, which could be used to beat the fullback and create crossing opportunities. So in terms of defending, Nottingham Forest's base formation when defending is usually a 4-2-4 formation. They look to set up in a mid-block, always trying to close the centre of the pitch and force the opposition out wide, which is what we see in a lot of Premier League sides. And the two central midfielders play a crucial role, acting as the primary shield in front of the back four, while also supporting the press when the team looks to regain possession. So Nottingham Forest's work rate when defending is exceptional as well, defined by relentless energy and discipline. Under Espirito Santo, the team is organised and compact, with every player contributing to defensive duties. The midfield and forward lines press with intensity, closing down spaces and forcing opponents into uncomfortable positions. So in terms of summarise their tactics, 4-2-3-1 formation, defensive approach, mid-block. Forest often they defend in a mid-block. They defend with compactness as well. Intelligent pressing traps. They use intelligent pressing traps to win the ball back and initiate counter-presses and counter-attacks, and strong defensive shield as well. In terms of the attacking style, they like to counter-attack. They focus on quick transitions, vertical attacks as well. Regaining possession, they immediately shift into a vertical attacking mode. Overlaps, fullbacks make forward runs to get around the winger. Set pieces as well, they emphasize getting multiple players into the box during set pieces. Movement and ball carrying, they use the movement and ball carrying skills and ball carrying skills of their attacking players to work gaps or draw fouls as well. So in terms of their opposition star man, I'm going to have to say it's Anthony Elanga. He's a potential match winner and very threatening in the half spaces as well. He's got 5 goals and 8 assists in the Premier League so far this season in about, I think, 28 or 29 games. So that's a decent return, and potentially, I think Anthony Elanga could be better than Garnacho. It might have been a mistake letting him go, but we'll see how his career goes at Nottingham Forest. So far, he is proving himself to be a decent Premier League winger. So yeah, in terms of United though, Man United are coming away with a 3-0 win against Leicester City and a 4-1 victory against Real Sociedad in the round of 16 Europa League in the Europa League. So that was a good win against Sociedad and Leicester City. In terms of injuries though, we have got some injuries. Bayinde, Evans, Martinez, Shaw, Mainu and Diallo are still out. Mount is back. He was an unused substitute against Leicester City, and I think that Kobe Menu is still out, but Collier was back, I think. So I think Collier could be on the bench for United in this match, but we'll see. In terms of my starting lineup for Manchester United, this is who I've gone with. So Onan Rennet, of course, Euro, Delit, Mazraoui making up the back 3. Dalot, Ugarte, Fernandes and Dogu making up the midfield 4. Dogu is back after serving a 3-match suspension after getting sent off against Ipswich at Old Trafford. Garnacho, Xerxes and Højlund up front. So in terms of Manchester United star man, I'm going to have to go with Bruno Fernandes. He creates the most chances for United, and Man United rely on him the most. So Bruno Fernandes, the star man. Also, I'm going to be Bruno Fernandes in this deeper underlying position, in this double pivot position. He has been playing really well in my opinion, and I think hopefully it continues. I think he's actually better in this position than he is in the number 10 positions, because in the number 10 position or the inside 10 positions, you have to be a really good dribbler. You have to be decent dribbling, close control that you have to actually display. And I don't think Bruno Fernandes necessarily has that. But in this deeper double pivot position, he gets on the ball more often and is really good at linking defense to attack, and then really good at linking defense to the midfield and then midfield to the attack. So I'm really enjoying watching Bruno Fernandes play in this deeper lying double pivot position. So hopefully his form does continue. So how do you beat Nottingham Forest? Exploit the high back line, of course. Pace, power, strength, unpredictability. Using the 3 centre-backs to build up. I think they are going to press high because they are at home. So if we can use the 3 centre-backs to kind of build out and then let them kind of come onto us and then break, and I think it could be fruitful for us. Careful on the set pieces, winning the second balls in the box as well, and wing backs are going to have to be going good offensively, 3 at the back systems. your wing backs are, your outlet most of the time in terms of space down the wing. So hopefully Dogu has shown some signs, very powerful on the ball and driving with his pace and power that he has. So yeah, hopefully Dogu has a decent game. Dalot, in my opinion, isn't necessarily great going forward. And I think we could be doing an improvement at that right wing back position. Someone, I'm not sure who, possibly Ahmad could play there. But yeah, I'm expecting a little bit more going forward from Dalot. Garnacho as well, speak a little bit about him. I think he's performing well in this right inside 10 position, because usually when he plays on the left hand side, he always likes to come in and shoot, and on the right hand side he's always looking for teammates. Not always, but most of the time he's looking for teammates. So, and he did come away with the goal against Leicester City as well. So hopefully we can see some more goals from Garnacho as well. So in terms of my score prediction, I think it's going to be a tough game. Some games I've predicted Manchester United to win and they've lost. Some I've predicted losses and we've coming away with a point or a win. But I think Nottingham Forest are a very difficult side. I think they're going to be very difficult opposition. Let's just take a quick look at the league table before I give my score prediction. You can see Nottingham Forest here, they've lost 7 games all this season. Man United have lost 12. And Nottingham Forest coming away with that 1-0 win against Manchester City as well. But they lost against Newcastle. They lost against Fulham as well. So I think they are a little bit beatable. But, they are in third position for a reason. And, I think it's going to be difficult for Manchester United to be getting away with anything in this game. Because, our form in the Premier League hasn't been great. We are all the way in 13th. Not looking good for us. And I just don't see us winning this game, because I believe that Nottingham Forest are better than us. They're higher in the league. And so I am going to go for a 2-0 Manchester United loss. I'm going to go with Anthony Alanga and Callum Hudson-Odoi getting both the goals. And I'm going for a 2-0 Nottingham Forest win. Hopefully I'm proven wrong. Hopefully Manchester United do come away with all 3 points. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. And I'll catch you after the match.